Hey boardies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today we're looking at Monumental Duel. Now you may have noticed I do actually own all three of these, so I'll be comparing them, telling you about them, obviously ranking them, but this is Monumental Duel by Matthew Dunston by Funforge. Now this is the smaller, I guess, two-player only version of Monumental, and in particular I'm choosing to play trade as it sounds the most interesting, but I think you can play them in any order you like. This is a deck building game. I think it comes with 165 cards. I believe I already have a Matthew Dunston playlist. I believe I've also met him numerous times. I keep saying I believe for some reason, but I know I have met him at least once. So this is a game by Funforge, as I mentioned earlier, and you might find other videos on the channel also in their duel mode in terms of Tokaido Duel. So you'll find that on the playlist as well under two-player playlist. You'll also see other images of me with the designer of that game, Anton Bowser, over on Instagram, where he signed my copy in 2022 in Spiel. So check out my Spiel SM playlist as well. This is going an unboxing, teaser, trailer, preview video playlist as well. It'll also be going my sleeving playlist. These are rather nicely thick cards with a slight matte finish. And we've got a couple of bags, probably for these cards too. And it takes about 60 to 90 minutes to play. So if you have any questions, always do let me know at the comments best on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It does say box 2, so maybe this is the second one. I look forward to seeing whether or not the other ones do actually have something in there too. As I mentioned, please do subscribe too. About 95% of people don't subscribe. I mean, I don't tend to subscribe anywhere, but if you do want to check out more stuff, such as other videos, including how to set up, play, and review for this game, you might want to do so. I also might well consider adding in some extra baggies just to separate up these components to make things easier to set up and play. And apart from that, you might want to check out other things such as TikTok, X, Threads, etc., which you can find the link through, as well as for the podcast in the YouTube description as well. So this is a two-player only game. I'm quite a big fan of those. And I think in terms of playing those other games, once I've got the mastering of this game, or at least the teach understood, then playing those other games should be quite straightforward. So there we go, it's very nice, fancy artwork that also appealed to me as well. But let me tell you a little bit more about trade. So, in this particular game, like I said, they're all slightly different. You can combine them as well. You're negotiating with free cities to increase your influence, win the favour to become their sole partner, and tip the balance of victory in your favour. As I mentioned, it's a deck building game just for 2 players, and the civilizations and gameplay modules for this game are compatible with other boxes too. But for 90 minutes or 60 minutes of play, obviously it's a bit on a longer duration for a purely 2-player game. You may want to check out my Fields of Arla playlists as well for those various videos for that too, because that's a Euro, which is a well-regarded game for 2 players only. So I'm going to keep hold of this little punch board just to keep an eye out on whether that box 2 is the same as the other ones. But there we go, very fancy, nicely stuff to look at. A quick look through these deck of cards as well. So lots of text on them and looks quite interesting. There's no kind of coin cost top of the card, which I would anticipate it for a standard deck building game. So maybe this is slightly different. I mean, the very clever stuff that Matthew Dunston has done in the past, which you can find on the channel, such as for the game, well, numerous games you might want to check out. But there's quite a few on there, which he's done with Brett J. Gilbert. Check my Brett J. Gilbert playlist as well. There we go. So thanks very much for watching. Enjoy this game. Speak to you on that full review as well. For now, back to the table.